Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have an Ultraman Orb review for you today. This is a DX Ultra Orb Vinyl Maga Grand King. I think this guy is probably the best DX that I've seen so far. There are two more out, and I believe I just pre-ordered two more that are coming in September and October. But this is the second deluxe, and he is a vast improvement over the first one that I reviewed, in my opinion. Just because you get a lot more articulation going on, you have a lot more color, I think. Well, I will say the first one had a fair amount of paint, so that it did look nice, but this guy's just got some more playability, and I just overall like the design of this guy a lot better. But taking a look head on, you can see he's got these really awesome red eyes and this red crest up top. Then he's got some orange squares down here, down his center. He's got this really nice dark gray metal for his claws, and you can see each claw is a little different. Articulation-wise, the head does move from side to side. This arm moves around in a circle, but this one's actually kind of got almost like a ball joint quality to it, where it can move around, but I guess because it has to clear the horns, it can kind of move out a little bit. So he's got articulation here where there's actually a swivel, as you can see, but then this joint also kind of moves. It can move to the front. You can see it moves to the back. It can move around. It's a little limited by the spike here on the shoulder, but it's definitely more articulation than I've ever seen in a vinyl doll before. So I have to really give it props for that. And the claws are painted beautifully. Coming down here, there's a lot of molded in detail to the legs, and especially on the sides here and the underbelly of the tail. And then, of course, you can see that the tip of the tail is painted very nicely. For some reason, they painted the first three spikes on his back, but then didn't paint the second three. I don't know if that's how it appears on the show, or if it's just they had to save paint somewhere and they figured these are more important. I mean, overall, it doesn't really hinder the overall look all that much. I would have loved it if they were painted all the way down, or maybe just like left off the last two. I wouldn't have minded. But, I mean, at least they painted the tail. I think that's more important than these little ones. But it just looks phenomenal. I mean, it's a huge vinyl doll, pretty weighty, nice, weight heft to it. Also, the legs have articulation, as you can see. They're just a normal move around per usual for vinyl dolls. But yeah, I really like this guy. I love the design. I love the color scheme. The amount of articulation with the claws here is fantastic. You have some movement here in the head. The tail does not move at all, but I really don't think you need it to. He just kind of whips around and smacks somebody with it. It looks really great. So I absolutely love this vinyl doll. Now, he does come with a card. You can see this is the tag that was on him. Maga Grand King, and there was a card inside, which I have already removed. So we'll take a look at that right here. Pretty nice card. It says Ultra Monster there, Maga Grand King. He is T7. There's the back of the card there. So it's a really nice card. I like it a lot. Nice, durable, plasticky quality to it. But we'll go ahead and check out the sounds that it makes in the Deluxe Orb Ring. Alright, so here we have the Orb Ring. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So it says Maga Grand King, and then you can see it pulsates on one side. If you press the button, get some cool growl sound effects there. So a little bit longer ground sound effects there. I'm going to start again from the beginning, and I'm going to go ahead and do it with the second monster. I have my Magabasa card here, so we'll go ahead and try this again. I'm going to move this up Just a smidge. Now I'll put in Magabasa. So we'll let you do two monsters together. So it doesn't really do anything because it's not like they have fusion forms or anything like that, but it will say the name of both monsters. So you do get some cool, like, team-up sound effects there for their attack and everything. So I do like that. And I don't know how well it was showing up on camera, but one of the monsters was kind of a yellowish green, while the other one was a darker green. So I like that they uses both colors there when it's blinking for both of them when they do the fusion, and then it kind of alternates when it's doing sound effects and everything like that. So there's definitely some fun functionality to be had with the monster cards and the Orb Ring. So I gotta say, I really like this vinyl doll. I definitely think it's the better out of the two deluxe Orb vinyl dolls that I've seen so far. There's definitely two more out already, which I have and I will review, and then two more I just pre-ordered. But out of this guy and Magabasa, I definitely think this guy's the better one. If you're picking and choosing, you know, you're deciding only to collect a few, I definitely think this is one you should pick up. I love the color scheme, I love the articulation, and I love the overall design. And the card he comes with is pretty cool. Now, if you, like I said, if you do have two monster cards, you can fuse them together in the Orb Ring, and that gets some extra sound effects. But even if you only have one, there's definitely sound effects to be gotten from the Orb Ring with just a one card. So I like that. You don't need two cards to get the sounds from this card, but if you have two, you get even more. So I think that's really nice playability. I think this is a fantastic vinyl doll. I really have nothing bad to say about him. There's the little bit of paint missed here, but like I said, I can't remember if that's what he looked like on the show or if it was just a budgetary constraint. Either way, it doesn't ruin it at all for me. I think all the paint is included where it counts, and this guy looks fantastic. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at DX Vinyl Doll for Maga Grand King from Ultraman Orb. And thanks so much for watching.